This is so bad. Are you hiding anything from us? This is literally the fakest shit ever. When did you have your first kiss? I'm all about quality over quantity. I went on a few dates with this boy. I literally cannot stand them. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. You definitely clicked on this video for one reason and one reason only, and that's definitely because I'm exposing myself in today's video as I get ready. I literally just woke up maybe like an hour ago and I need to get ready and I need to get moving, so let's just jump right into it. First things first is we're gonna skin prep. Since I did just get up, I am washing my face right now. Gross. That is so gross. Now I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This stuff leaves my skin feeling so smooth. So first thing, we're going in with the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. You know, when I first got into makeup, I did not use primer. I thought it was like a myth, like primer didn't work. But ever since I started using this, it changed my mind. Like always, I asked on Instagram for you guys to ask me questions, so that's where I'm getting all of these questions from. So we're gonna start with my foundation, and I am using Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation. If you want a foundation that gives a lot of coverage, this is not for you. This is like super light, which honestly I like, especially in the summertime. So the first question is, how do you deal with toxic friends? It's a very good question. I want to say that I don't deal with them, I just drop them. There's no dealing with them, putting up with them. If they're toxic, they don't need to be in my life whatsoever, so I ultimately just drop them in the end. I know that sounds so like selfish and like bitchy, but I promise you, dropping people that don't add value to your life will make your life so much better. You have to look out for yourself and not other people. We're now moving on to concealer. If someone is toxic in your life and you know that, there's just absolutely no reason to continue to put up with them, okay? Look at me. I have like 3 friends in my close circle, and you know, that's not a huge number, but I'm all about quality over quantity, and I'm doing just fine without a big group of people that were all, you know, toxic and fake. So I just finished my concealer. Now we're gonna go on to contour, and I'm just using this Milk makeup stick in the shade Baked. Next question is, are you hiding anything from us? Oh, how do I answer this question? Yes, I am. What I'm gonna say is that I'm currently working on something that I'm very excited about, and it is taking some time, you know, to get everything going, finalize, and, you know, ready for a launch date. Oh, it's actually going really good, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and it's finally happening. Yes, I am working on something that I think you guys are going to, you know, really love, be really excited about. For right now, that is all I'm gonna say, because I do want to keep it a surprise, but, you know, I'm sure some of you are gonna guess what it is, but it's fine. The cat is finally out of the bag. This next question is something that I feel like I've never talked about on my channel. So the question is, what is your biggest insecurity? I have a lot of insecurities, but my biggest one is definitely how I perceive my body and just like my body in general. There are days where I absolutely love the way I look, and then there's days where I hate the way that I look. There's just no in between. I'm currently in my self-love era and working on myself, and the one thing that I'm really having a hard time overcoming is just how to love my body. That is the one thing I'm still struggling with. I think the hardest thing for me trying to overcome it is social media. For example, the search bar on TikTok, yeah, that's gotta go. That does not help my insecurity at all. When I post a TikTok where you can see like my whole body, like this one when I went to the Keys, I, you know, was wanting to show off my outfit. The search bar at the top was literally Emma Marie weight gain, and stuff like that just does not help me overcome my insecurity of my body. It's people that are constantly reminding me that my body does not meet the beauty standards, that I'm overweight, I've gained weight, I don't look skinny anymore. It's so freaking hard, and you know, I try so hard to ignore it but I can't because it's constantly that every single video. And I know I'm not supposed to care or look at it, but I do, because why is it okay for people to even consider searching that? Like, why does my weight matter to other people? Like, I just don't get it, and it really makes me just upset, and it makes me hate the way that my body looks. I just want to put out there to the people that care about my weight and what I look like, go get a life, seriously. And first off, if you're gonna compare my body to 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago when I did all-star cheerleading, obviously I'm gonna look different, okay? So this next question is honestly really funny, and I thought I would share this story. When did you have your first kiss? So if you're new here and you don't know the story, oh my gosh, it's so bad. So I was 16 at the time, and I had a boyfriend. It was my junior year, and he texted me at 11 o'clock at night, I think, and he was like, let's go get ice cream at the gas station. So I was like, okay. So we go, whatever, we get ice cream, we come home, we're sitting outside of my driveway just talking, and I honestly don't remember how he initiated the kiss, but we did kiss. And then after I pulled away the first time, this is so bad, I literally said that was bad. Like, I don't know why I said that. It was really just in the moment where I was so nervous because it was my first kiss and also with my first ever boyfriend. So really don't know why it came out of my mouth. It wasn't a bad kiss. I just said that because we weren't saying anything to each other. So after I said that, he just looked at me and then we kissed again. And that was really it. Like, that's all that happened. And I think a few hours later, I texted him apologizing. Like, I didn't mean to say that. Like, I was just really nervous. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't you. It was me. Yeah, I honestly cannot believe that's my memory of my first kiss, but unfortunately it is. So this next question is going to be pretty deep and pretty personal, and that is, how do you deal with mental health, getting sad, overthinking, etc.? So if me talking about mental health or anything in that realm might make you uncomfortable or might trigger you, then you definitely should skip to the next part. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've dealt with a bad mental state and mental health for a really long time, and it was pretty bad to the point where I actually went and saw a therapist. I've been to 2, which I don't know if I've ever told you guys that. I think I've kept that pretty private. My most recent one, it was coming out of my junior year into my senior year, I believe. I don't really remember the time frame of when I went to see my therapist. Like, that's something that I don't keep track of or try to remember. I just know that it was here when I lived in my last house. I would go after school and I would meet with this therapist because I just really needed someone to rant to and to have an outlet to just talk about everything that's been going on in my life and my trauma, and just overall talk about my feelings, because I'm not a very open person, especially when it comes to just talking about how I'm doing mentally. Like, I always felt like me talking about my problems was creating this burden on other people. The one person that I would typically go to would be like Elizabeth, because I've been friends with her for 10 years and I trust her with my whole entire life and my whole entire heart. But I just find going to a therapist so much easier because it's someone that doesn't know me on a personal level, so they can really just sit there and listen. So you can just openly talk about everything. They just give you advice and they don't agree with what you're saying, and they're just pretty straightforward. Just overall a better person to talk to than your best friend of 10 years. So I went for some time. I went to many sessions, and when I was getting better and my mental health was settling down and I was in a good state, I did stop going. Yeah, that was the first thing that I did to help my mental state, and that was just to go to a therapist. A lot of people do a lot of different things, but that is something that just worked for me at the end of the day. And if you're looking for a way to just have an outlet and to talk to someone, a therapist is so good and so healthy, which is why I want to give a big thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it is 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. Basically, all you have to do to get started is answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. network. Then you guys can talk to your therapist however you guys feel comfortable, whether it's text, chat, phone, or a video call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't a right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom picked for you, more scheduling, more flexibility, and at a more affordable price. If you're someone that needs an outlet, looking for someone to talk to, just a place to open up and to rant, sort of like what I was looking for, I think BetterHelp is just a great way to achieve that. And if you're looking for any of that, BetterHelp is the step in the right direction. So if you guys are interested, you can get 10% off your first month with this link right here, and I've linked them all below in the description box. Just know you guys give me endless love and support, and I am here to do the same to you guys. Okay, we're going in and adding a little bit of more blush because I like to have rosy cheeks, and that is so pretty. The next question is, how do you get comfortable doing things by yourself? I literally can't run outside by myself. It's a very valid question, and I get asked this all the time because, you know, I run by myself, I go on walks, I do things mostly all alone, and everyone always asks me this question. Just because I do everything alone doesn't mean I'm not scared, okay? Like, I am very cautious of my surroundings no matter where I am. If I'm running on a trail, I'm looking forward and looking back maybe every 10 seconds. Like, I'm always just aware of who's around me, like who's following me, or whatever the scenario is. But the way I look at it is that, you know, the world that we live in is such a scary place, but why do I have to live my life in fear because other people are literally insane and crazy? It's just not fair that we have to live our life in fear because of other people. I just don't want to stop doing things that I enjoy because of other people in the world that we live in. Just because I do everything alone doesn't mean I'm not paying attention or I'm not scared or, you know, I'm not thinking of the worst case scenario, but I'm just not gonna sit in my room for the rest of my life because of the crazy world that we live in. The next question is, why don't you post more than 2 times on your YouTube channel since you're out of school and have no job? A lot of people don't understand that social media and being an influencer and, you know, creating content is considered a job. I've been doing this since I was 11 years old. I'm not sitting here saying that it's like your typical 9-to-5 job or like being a teacher or being a paramedic or a nurse or a doctor. Like, it is nothing compared to any of those, but it is still a job in its own little bubble. There's so many things that go into it. There's so many hours and work that go into, you know, what I do. And I think a lot of people don't realize that because there's not a lot of behind the scenes of what goes into what's being posted and, you know, stuff that influencers do on an everyday basis. I am very grateful and blessed that this is my job and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But I do want you guys to understand that it is a job in its own little world and it is a job to me. As far as me posting 2 times a week, that's how I've always done it. And you guys do have to remember that I have a whole nother channel that I film every day for, except for the weekends. And that's when I post. So I'm maintaining my channel, filming 2 videos a week, and then I'm also filming every day for my other family channel. So it's basically just balanced with each channel, and I would love to post more on my channel, but as of right now, I'm focusing on both, and that's just the schedule I'm sticking with. There will be a time where I post more than 2 videos a week, but as of right now, that's just something that I'm maintaining, and it's been working for me. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm feeling extra today, so this next question always makes its way in this video. So, are you looking for a boyfriend? Do you have one? Relationship status? I do not have a boyfriend, and that has not changed since last year. I'm not actively searching for a boy to, you know, ask me to be their girlfriend. Like, the way I look at it is that me saying that I'm ready for another relationship, this basically means that I've grown and I've healed, and that makes me so proud. And I honestly can't wait for what the love department has in store for me. When the time is right, then it will happen. But yes, I'm very open to it. It doesn't mean I haven't been on dates. Yeah, I didn't think I would share this part of my life. I thought I was gonna keep it pretty private. It is someone that I'm no longer in contact with, and you know, we never dated or it never went anywhere, so I can openly talk about this. I went on a few dates with this boy. It was really nice. He was a nice guy, treated me right. We shared mutual feelings. Like, I met his family, he met my family. It just never went anywhere. We never dated, and we never made it official, all because we would have been long distance. And you know, we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I am willing to make this work. But he said no. He literally flat out said no, like, this isn't for him. And then he stopped talking to me, and then 3 months later I get a text from him. I miss you. Like, can we pick up where we left off? Like, I want this to work. And I'm like, hello, like, what? I'm like, you had your chance to make this work, but you didn't, and then you ghosted me for 3 months, so you're definitely not coming back into my life trying to pick up where you left off, because I've moved on and I'm not all for that, so no thank you. So yeah, that's basically how my love life has been going. Other than that, I'm not talking to anyone, and I'm not seeing anyone, I don't like anyone, and I'm currently just living life. And if love is something that wants to come into my life anytime soon, I will allow it. Like I did this. It just didn't end the way I wanted it to end. We are on my last step of my makeup, and I thought I would answer one more question. How do you know if your friends are fake? And I really want to answer this because, you know, I finally figured it out. And this is honestly one of my biggest pet peeves as well. The number one way to tell if someone is fake to you or to someone else is if they come to you to talk shit about someone else, okay? So I've had many incidents where, I mean, people I was really close with would come to me, you know, to talk crap about this person constantly, like on an everyday basis. Like, this person did this, like, I hate them, like, she's such a B-word, and just like full on just hate on this person, okay? And then the next day they're besties with them. That is how you tell if someone is fake or not. So if you're coming to me to talk crap about someone, do not be besties with them the next day. Like, that is literally the fakest thing you could do, and that just shows me that you probably talk crap about me behind my back, and then you're still besties with me the next day. Like, if I'm gonna talk bad about someone and, you know, hate on them, I am not gonna be their friend. Like, obviously I don't like them for a reason, you know? Like, oh my gosh, it irks me so much, and it's one of my biggest pet peeves, and I cannot stand people that do that. I literally cannot stand them, and that makes me seem so bitchy, but it's the truth. Like, it's just not morally right. My camera just died, so I had to get a new camera, so it might be a little bit different. Anyways, guys, I finished my makeup. Here is the final look. It looks really good. I feel good, look good, and that's all that matters. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Those are all of the questions I'm going to be answering. I didn't answer any about my summer plans or like my favorite hairstyle, so hopefully this was more of what you guys were wanting. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure this video give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon back in more videos. Bye guys.